Hi guys, and welcome to the 2011 edition of the OnePotChef FAQ. Now, a couple of days ago I asked you to send me some questions to answer and I would answer them all in one video. So here I am. I've got my big cup of coffee, so I'm going to start going through them and answering them. I apologise if my voice is a bit wonky at the moment. I've had the flu for a couple of days. I'm starting to feel better, but cold and flu medication rules. So that might explain any odd answers I make. Okay, first question. What is your favourite dessert dish, and is there any way to make a Reese's Pieces Oreo ice cream cake? Asking too much? I think not. Yeah, that's a lot. Favourite dessert dish? Probably the lemon cheesecake, mainly because it's my mother's recipe, and whenever I make that particular dish, I always do it exactly the same way that she did it. I even use the same equipment that she used, and I'm never closer to my mum's spirit than when I'm actually making that dish. As for the Reese's Pieces Oreo ice cream cake, that sounds absolutely naughty. I love it. I'll get back to you. Okay, next question. What is your favourite thing to make? This changes all the time. I'm not really sure. I'm really sort of in winter mode at the moment, so I love almost sort of wintry things like shepherd's pie and soup and all that sort of stuff, so that's what I like to make at the moment. Next question. Where do you see yourself in 5 to 10 years' time? Still on YouTube with the addition of more channels, host your own cooking show or TV, or just relaxing? Probably, I don't know, 5 to 10 years' time. That's a heck of a long time. I'd like to think that I'd still be doing YouTube. I'd like to think that I'm still doing it. Cooking show on TV, probably not. The fact is I'm just too pretty for TV. No, I don't see myself doing a TV show, mainly because what I do really does depend on sort of my own personal format and being able to work when I want to work, not sort of conforming to other people's opinions of what I have to do and things like that. So probably not. Relaxing I would absolutely love to do. I don't get to do that much these days. So yeah. What kind of question is this? If you could pole dance in any place in the world, where would you pole dance? Thank you, EQVO4, troublemaking woman. Alright, I'll answer that. I'm not really good at pole dancing, but if I was to do it, I would probably do it, I don't know, in front of a large group of my friends after drinking a hell of a lot of alcohol. She asked a more sensible question. If you couldn't be a cook, what would you do? I don't really know. My background is retail sales, so I'd probably do that because I used to work in shops and things for the best part of a decade, so probably that. If you had a chance to snap your fingers and be $1 million richer, but it meant that a random person somewhere on the planet would zap out of existence, what would you do? No. I have no idea. I don't think I would do that because, like, I think every person has value. I don't think I could just snap them out of existence for $1 million. It would need to be at least 2 million. No, I wouldn't do that. Okay. Out of all the recipes you've featured on your channel, what recipe is your favourite? Saying there's just too many to choose from is not an answer. Oh, well, you screwed me up there. What's my favourite? I don't know. I've made over 130 videos. I'm not sure. There's just too many to choose from. If I had to pick one, it would probably be the chocolate fudge. And it's mainly because I've never been able to make it the way I did in the video again, because when I made it with a particular brand of chocolate which I really enjoyed at the time, and they don't make it anymore. So even though I can still make it with other brands, it doesn't taste exactly the same. So that's probably my favourite, mainly because I can't reproduce it anymore. What is your favourite staple, quick, easy and healthy meal, and what is your favourite, most unhealthy and fattening dessert? Favourite staple? Probably rice, because it's so easy to cook and you can do so much with it. quick, easy and healthy meal would be a stir fry because, again, you can just chuck veggies and meat into a wok, add a sauce and you're done. Favourite, most unhealthy and fattening dessert, it's got to be the chocolate sex cake. I mean, really, nothing beats that for just all-round evil devilishness. Do you speak any foreign languages? I barely speak my own language. Foreign languages. Okay. I don't speak any foreign languages fluently, but I do speak some of other languages. I used to specialise in French in high school, which these days is utterly worthless to me because I haven't had to speak French on a regular basis. I really don't remember a lot of it. I could probably get by trying to order a coffee and a croissant in Paris, but they would make fun of me for my funny accent. I learned a little bit of Japanese, and beyond learning how to sing Old MacDonald Had a Farm in Japanese, I really don't speak any Japanese at all. I can't even remember how to do that all, was it? Honaki-san no makebare i-ai-i-ai-o inu i-ai-i-ai-o horo-wan-wan-wan koro-wan-wan-wan hachimo kochimo kore-nene-wan-wan honaki-san no makebare i-ai-i-ai-o. That has got to be the most worthless thing in Japanese ever. Like, if I went around the streets of Japan doing that, they'd think I was a mental case. And my pronunciation is probably atrocious because I haven't done that in about 15 years. I can't believe I remembered as much of that. I know a little bit of German, but that's mainly just totally random words that are of complete no use to anyone, like Kleiderbugels, which I believe is coat hangers. Bustenhalter is bra. Unterhosen, underwear. Please note, I learnt German from Are You Being Served, so it sort of explains the words. And, oh, mein Scheppenknopfer, cufflinks. Probably 4 of the most worthless words you would need to know in Germany. I can't think of any situation where you'd need to know cufflinks in German, but anyway. Next question. Will you come out with me for a drink next time I am in Melbourne, or would you like to come up to Bendigo for the day and have coffee and lunchy doos, cheesy grin? I don't live in Melbourne. Next time you're in Melbourne, I won't be there because I don't live in Melbourne. But I've always wanted to go to Melbourne, actually. I keep meaning to sort of go down for a weekend or so and have an explore because I'd like to go and see some of the patisseries and things down there. I think they're on Little Collins Street. I would love to go down there because I've been told that if just walking past and looking at the stuff in the windows makes you gain weight, which sounds good to me. David, have you been to any country outside of Australia, and which would you most like to visit first? I've been to the United Kingdom. I have been to Singapore, Thailand, India. I was in Soviet Russia. Where else have I been? I think that's it. Yeah, because my parents and I went over to the United Kingdom in 1986 for my grandparents' golden wedding anniversary, their 50th wedding anniversary. And while we were over there, we went over to a few places in Europe, and we went over to Russia, which Russia was a weird country, especially under Soviet rule. It was interesting. I still remember quite a lot of it, despite the fact it was like 1,000 years ago. But yeah, I would love to go to Germany. I don't do much travelling these days, but I would love to go to Germany. I would love to go to Holland, or the Netherlands, or whatever you call it these days. I'd love to go to New York. Absolutely. What are we next? Oh, God. Darkly of 46. Okay. If you could come to Adelaide and go to the bakery near my house for a honey stick log. You're on about this bloody honey stick thing, or a honey log. He keeps asking me, for those of you who follow me on the cooking channel, this guy will constantly ask me about making something called a honey log for one of my recipe videos, and every time I ask him to send me a photo of it, because I have no idea what it is, he sort of doesn't do it. So, yeah, I'm not going to Adelaide to find out what a honey log is. You can send me a picture. What's next? Would you do a quadruple plank with you on top? No. I don't think I could make anyone suffer that much. How many bloody questions did you post, Darky? Jesus. Do you enjoy blue cheese? Absolutely not. And the reason is that in my house, when I was a kid, the only time that we got blue cheese was at Christmas, and no one would eat it except my dad, and so there'll be a lot left over, and so on Boxing Day, the day after Christmas, he would make toasted cheese sandwiches with blue cheese, and he would stick it under the grill in the oven, and the whole place would stink of blue cheese for days on end, and it has put me off it for life. Do you like all the comments I'm going to make? No, I don't. Was my last post good? You're a troublemaker. Okay, let's move on to somebody else. Sean the Miniman, marry me. Oh, honestly, I would love to marry every single person who asks me, but honestly, the divorce costs would be shocking. White milk semi-bitter, dark, or extra dark chocolate, and why? Also, what is your favourite way to have it? White chocolate, I like it, but I don't have it in large doses because it's too sickly sweet. Milk chocolate, I could eat until the cows come home. Semi-sweet and dark chocolate, I love it, but I don't have it very often. Extra dark chocolate, I don't really like really dark chocolate because it tends to be too bitter. What's my favourite way to have it? Milk chocolate just by itself, and dark chocolate I love to bake with it. I love making things like those chocolate volcano cakes, the lava cakes. They were gorgeous with that. How long does it take to edit videos, and is it hard? And don't forget to subscribe to me. Oh, honestly. How long does it take to edit videos? Blog videos doesn't take much time at all because I really don't edit them that much. The cooking videos, on the other hand, take a while because I have an older camera, which it's over there somewhere. I've got an older camera and it's not exactly compatible with Mac, mainly because it's sort of, well, it's just not compatible. So I have to transfer the raw footage off the camera onto the computer and then use a program called, oh, what the hell is it called? MPEG something or other, which converts it into a QuickTime format and expands it out to this huge size so I can maintain the quality. And then I transfer that into iMovie, and that process of just that usually takes around 20 or 30 minutes. Then the actual editing process can take anywhere between 20 minutes and an hour depending on the length of the video, because sometimes it takes quite a bit of time because I've got to find the right bits in the footage and I've got to make sure it's nice and punchy and stuff like that. So it takes a while, but it's fairly easy going. What have we got next? Can you please give a shout out to Red Hot Ranger because she told me off for not telling her you were in Sydney last Saturday. She wanted to meet you. If you do, she's going to kill me, but it's so worth it. Okay, big shout out to Red Hot Ranger. Your friend is going to get belted apparently, but hey, it's fun. Yeah, so big love to Red Hot Ranger, and sorry I missed you in Sydney. Next time, if you're going to come to the Sydney gathering in October, I will definitely be there and I'll give you a big cuddle. Are you ever going to come to New Zealand? I don't know. That's one place I would actually like to go, but I've not really found the time. I really should do more travelling. Pardon me, need the coffee. How did you establish your YouTube channel to be as successful as it is? There's no easy formula for it. Essentially, the way I see it is the best way to get popular on YouTube is to simply concentrate on the content, the videos themselves, and the rest will follow. All sort of like this thing about sort of being preoccupied with the number of subscribers you have, the number of views you've got. The way I see it is if you've got really decent quality videos, people will come to you. And they'll share it with others, and they'll share it with others, and it will go from there. So that's my tip of the day. The other one is also to get involved in the YouTube community. Actually make comments on people's videos, make video responses, get yourself out there, because trust me, the number of people who will find your videos based on comments is enormous. So yeah, do that. What car do you drive? What is your all-time car? I think you mean the all-time favourite car. I drive a Mitsubishi Magna. It's temperamental. And my all-time favourite car is the 1979 Honda Civic, mainly because it pisses off car nuts. How did you find YouTube, mate? I don't really remember, to be honest. All I really remember was the first person I subscribed to on YouTube was Chopper79. And what else did I do? Oh, and What the Buck Show. Yeah, that was the two first people I subscribed to. And I remember thinking how cool it was that people were able to just use their video cameras and talk to the world. They were creating these amazing ideas and videos and things like that. And I thought, I can do that. So I did. Oh, Darkly's back. Did you like that my last post was an hour ago? Did you like that I thumbed up the video 8 times? Well, you've got insane. How did you get your eyes like that? I didn't get my eyes like that. That's just the way they come. Did you know your fridge says echo few photons? Yes! I gave up on moving the magnetic letters around to do different things because literally I ran out of configurations that I could do the letters in. So I haven't done that for a while, so I've just left them as One Pot Chef Show. Could you please put me in your collab video because of all my questions and my obsessive desire for honey logs? Make a video and I'll put you in. Who or what inspired you to cook and then share it with YouTube? I think my major inspiration for cooking was my mum. She was a fantastic home cook. She just had a massive love for food, as I do. As for sharing it on YouTube, I'm not really sure why I started it, but I think I just did it as a bit of fun at first, and then I realised just how many people were out there enjoying what I did, so I started doing more and more, and it's just become what I do. What were all the meals that you ate yesterday? Breakfast, lunch and dinner. This will be a short list because I've been sick for the last few days, so I didn't really eat much. I think I had a coffee in the morning. I had a toasted cheese sandwich for lunch because I bought a new sandwich maker the other day. And don't judge me, I had chocolate mousse for dinner because I thought, fuck it, I'm sick, I want some. Oh, language. I would not ordinarily eat a horrible diet like that, but when I'm sick, I don't really feel like eating or cooking or anything, so I haven't done any cooking videos for the last week, so good luck. Where would you like to travel and why? We've done that. What is your favourite country, city to travel to? I don't know. I don't really travel internationally anymore, but I always have a good time when I go up to Queensland. So Gold Coast, Brisbane, things like that. What do you do for a living? You're watching it. I do videos on YouTube. What music do you listen to? I don't listen to much modern music these days, mainly because modern music is just, you know, the old man and he's coming out. It's crap. I really love 70s and 80s music. I love Broadway. I'm such a poof. All that sort of stuff. Yeah, just fun music. Disco is my life. When did you realise your love for cooking wasn't a particular time in your life? Probably when I first moved out of home, because it was the first time I really had to start cooking for myself. I used to cook when I was at home with my parents, but it wasn't a day-to-day necessity or anything. I used to do it now and again as a bit of fun, but when I first moved out of home, obviously I had to start cooking for myself, and I really started to enjoy it. So that's when it started. What do you work as? Been there. Ever inspired to be a head chef? No. I would never want to do this as a job in a restaurant. I would never do that. I could never do that. Too much stress, too much yelling. Would you want or ever consider to join MasterChef or other such competitions? Why not? I have never watched MasterChef. That's probably a shocking revelation for you guys, but I have never watched MasterChef. I thought it was a horrible concept. I used to watch the UK one years ago on Foxtel, but the Australian version, I watched about 10 minutes of it recently, about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I was just like going, this is the most unbelievable garbage. So, yeah. I probably wouldn't go on MasterChef. If I ate myself, would I become twice as big or disappear completely? That is a brilliant question. It's possible that you could do both. That's what I'm going to say, because I'm going to hedge my bets on that one. What makes you attracted to someone? Eyes, personality, cooking skills, smell? Probably eyes. First thing I look at someone when I'm looking at someone is their eyes, and good eyes work for me. Personality, obviously, they've got to be a decent person. They've got to be funny. I hope that they would have a really twisted personality like mine, like sort of sense of humour that is just off the wall. Cooking skills isn't massively important, but I wouldn't want to compete with someone. So, smell, well, as long as they smell good, I'm happy with that. Yeah, so I would say definitely eyes and personality. Have you ever been to Europe? Are you planning to come and visit us for culinary experience? I've been to the UK, I've been to Russia. I would love to go to France and Italy and Germany, mainly because the food is just incredible. And I'd love to go to Germany so I could, do a funny German accent. Sort of, oh, my Schneiser ate my schnitzel. And Pocket Bike Freak 666 will be killing himself laughing at that, my Dusseldorf accent. My Schnauzer ate my schnitzels. My schnitzel ate my Schnauzer. I don't know if that's racist, but it's funny. Yeah, absolutely, I would love to come to Europe. Seeing that your channel is about food, here is a good food question. My partner is a chef also, and we watch MasterChef and have a rather good chuckle over it. Now, some of the food ain't that bad. What's your take on it all? As I said before, I haven't actually watched much MasterChef. In fact, I'm probably the one person in Australia who hasn't been watching it. What I've seen of it looks like garbage. The one I saw was like people making rissoles that were like sort of held over the flame for about 5 seconds, so they were completely raw, and they were making ice cream which came out like pudding. It was gross. So yeah, not a major fan. What's your favourite colour? I think we can do better than that. Are you a generous lover? Are you a giver or a taker? Cooking with Karma, I am shocked and stunned. Are you a generous lover? Take these pills, you'll find out. What's your favourite colour? Blue, to match my baby blue eyes. I can't believe I just made a date rape joke. That's shocking! I love it. These bloody cold flu tablets are fabulous. True Blue Australian is going to get a spank when I see him. How has YouTube changed your personal life? How's the leprosy? Smart ass. How has it changed my personal life? It hasn't really changed my personal life as such, but it's certainly dominating my life because now I'm doing this full time. I'm pretty much devoting all of my energy to making cooking videos and blog videos and things like that. So it takes up a large amount of my time, but that being said, I get to work from home and it's a lot of fun. I get to interact with all you guys doing videos like this, so it's fun. How's the leprosy, you bitch? Coffee or tea? Coffee in my chocolate mug. I love this mug. Original Coke or Diet Coke? Obese Coke. Original Coke. What's your favourite sport? Not a major follower of sport. I don't follow much at all, actually, no. I don't mind watching the NRL now and again, the rugby league, but only if they're doing like the really tight footy shorts and they're white and kind of transparent, but that's enough about me. What inspired you to start cooking and also a YouTube channel? We've done that one. Can you sub my channel? I love your show. And what was the first thing you baked? I honestly can't remember what the first thing I baked was. I don't know. Probably pasta or some kind of thing. I'm not really sure. I don't know. If you were to answer this yes or no question, would you say no? Yes. My brain hurts. Why are you so devilishly handsome? Because I gotta be. Uh, I love questions like this. This is so much fun. Would you or have you ever tried out for MasterChef? We've been there. Cheeky chicken head. What made you get into cooking and what is your first fond food memory? Been over the cooking thing. First fond food memory, I don't know. Probably one of the great barbecues my parents used to put on when we were a kid. They used to have this huge patio veranda at the back, which was all sandstone floors, and it was gorgeous. And used to do these big barbecues with sausages and hamburgers and big mounds of salad and things like that, and lots of bread rolls, and everyone just sitting around eating and having fun. It was good. So yeah, used to do that all the time when I was a kid. What is your favourite dish to cook or eat, and what has been your favourite to make a video about? We've done that one. Have you ever been to the US? No, I would love to though. I would love to go to New York. That would be fun. Have you considered doing a cookbook? Yes, and it is a sensitive topic because about 2 years ago I started writing a cookbook based on the videos that I do on the One Pot Chef show. And I was doing it a bit at a time every day, and it's one of those lessons where you've got to learn to back things up, because we were living in a house that had really bad wiring and the power box blew out and my computer got fried and I lost months and months of work of the cookbook and never got around to recovering it. And every time I think about restarting it, it just makes me go, ugh. So I don't know if I'll ever do that. I keep meaning to do that. Pocket Bike Freak 666, we were just talking about him. What are you working? He's just recently started speaking English, he's German. What are you working, I mean job to become money? I do this as my job, making videos for YouTube. What's the name of the city where you live? I live on the New South Wales Central Coast, so it's near a place called Gosford. Want to come to Germany? Absolutely. I would love to come to Germany. I want to try a lot of German food. I'd love to go to Beaglesplatz. There are so many places in Germany I would love to go. It would be lots of fun. Will you get a PO box so you can get fan mail and items? Oh God, I get this all the time. I've been so against the idea of getting a PO box, mainly because people are always saying, oh, I want to send you this, I want to send you that. And as much as I appreciate that, you really don't need to do it. But every time I sort of say, look, I really appreciate it, but you don't really need to send me things, people get really offended. So I am actually in the process of getting a PO box, but because of where I live, it actually costs a bit of money, so I'm having to save up the money to buy a PO box for the year. So I will be getting one. It might be a couple of months away though, so it is coming soon. Where was I? Sometimes I don't like to eat what I cook, just make my family eat it. Are you the same? You're mean. I'm one of those people who I try to make something that everyone will eat, because there's no point in doing separate meals for separate people. So I try to find something that will satisfy everyone at best. That being said, I don't generally cook stuff that I don't eat, especially when it comes to making cooking videos, because it's a waste of food. If I don't eat it, or if like my housemate won't eat it, there's no point in making it. It's mainly the reason why I don't do a lot of seafood recipes, because I'm kind of got a bit of an intolerance to seafood. I can only eat sort of small amounts sort of at a time, so that's why I don't do many fish recipes or things like that. Where are we? I'm lost. So many questions. What is your favourite thing to eat or make when you're feeling a bit down? Cookies. I like to make cookies. I like to make chocolate chip cookies, because my mum had this fabulous chocolate chip recipe, which I actually did on YouTube a few years ago, and absolutely loved it. And whenever I make them, they just bring a smile to my face. Would you ever consider doing your own cookbook, maybe in a couple of years? Cookbook! Been there, done that. If you were to move to a desert island and could bring a lifetime supply of any one food, and it was guaranteed you would never get sick of it, what would it be? Good grief. I don't know. I probably would get sick of it because I wouldn't want to eat the same thing all the time. But probably special fried rice, because who could ever get sick of special fried rice? Are you married and do you have kids? No, because I'm gay. Do you have a job? If yes, in what field? This is me. This is my job, doing videos on YouTube. What video editing software do you use? I use iMovie 11. Ever been to Belgium? No. Sounds good though. I'd like to go there. What made you start doing YouTube videos? Been there, done that. What part of Australia do you live? Been there, done that. A lot of these are repeats. Can you please give us a house tour in a video? These are very popular and I want to see yours. My house is really small, and because my housemate is a sloppy pig, the place looks like a bomb site 90% of the time, so I'm not doing a house tour. What is your favourite thing about yourself, appearance and personality? I don't know. I guess my sense of humour. I like to think I'm a fairly funny person. I tend to make people laugh. Appearance-wise, I love my eyes. Very blue. Sorry, it's raining really hard, so back in a second. I'm just going to turn off the window. I'm going to turn off the window. I'm going to close the window. God, I'm spastic today. Where are we? Will you ever make some Polish food? I have never tried Polish food, so I have no idea how to make it. I saw on Nico's blog that you have a walking stick cane. Is everything okay? Yes, I have a spinal injury. I've had it for several years. It's from a workplace injury, and I have a walking stick because the spinal injury causes my legs to stop working randomly, so I have that there, so just in case I need to grip onto something if I start to fall over or something, and it helps to take pressure off my lower back. I just love your accent. That's not a question, but thank you. Let's see. Do you prefer red or white wine? White wine. I don't mind red wine for cooking, but I don't like drinking it. Do you prefer day or night? Night, definitely. I'm a big night owl. What is this with all these island questions? If you were stuck on an island with one of your own recipes, what would it be? Banana bread. Because I'd be able to make that because there'd be lots of bananas on the island. When I think of islands, I assume they're covered in banana trees. Can you please show us how to make a tasty quiche? I don't see why not. I'll add that to the list. Would you be willing to try some simple recipes from North Carolina, USA, and do some videos on your favourites? I don't know. What do you cook in North Carolina, USA? As long as it's nothing weird and it's something that I can actually reproduce here, like if there are ingredients that I can't get here in Australia, then I probably wouldn't be able to do it. Sounds interesting. What are the most important things in your life? My friends, my family, I don't know, just having a good life, basically, and enjoying myself and being a good person. I'm not a very good person, I'm not like a saint, but I do my best. What would you want to have as your last meal? God help us, there's a lot of food questions. I should expect that. Hang on a sec. Oh, my coffee's gone cold. What would you want as your last meal? I don't know, something ridiculously fattening, because I figure if I'm about to die, I should probably have something damn good. I don't know, a whole chocolate sex cake. There we go. Let's see. We've always wondered about the YouTube members or partners program. What are the main benefits? How much of an income can it provide for people like yourself and Nico? I can't answer that. I'm not allowed to. If you want to know about the partners program, you go to youtube.com/partners and it will give you information, but I can't give you information about that. I'm not allowed to as part of my agreement. Would like to see you make some spuds, you know, the condensed milk, icing sugar, desiccated coconut ones. I haven't had those in years. Oh, God, I haven't seen those in years. I've completely forgotten about those little spuds. I might look that up and see. Those used to be insanely sweet. Yeah, condensed milk and icing sugar and stuff. My God, they were evil. I remember having them in the 80s. Favourite recipe or meal? We've done that. Will you ever consider printing recipe book? This is a conspiracy. I think I'm going to have to write a cookbook just to stop getting questions about it. If I came to Australia, could I find you and say hi and give you a big hug? Oh, I don't see why not. I think if you believe you can do anything, you can do it. What do you do for a job? Done that already. What have you done for a job in the past? Everything. I've done all sorts of jobs. I started out working in retail in shops. I was once the Easter Bunny for the local shopping centre, which involved wearing a big furry crash helmet and having kids vomit on me. That was hell, but it was like $25 an hour, so whatever. I don't know, I've done all sorts of things. I did telemarketing for a while, which was the most horrible job in history. I did cleaning, scrubbing toilets when I needed work. I just took whatever was available. So, yeah, I've done all sorts of different things. I'm lost. Where am I? So many questions. Would you ever try out for a show like MasterChef or Ready Steady Cook? No. Ready Steady Cook, that's bloody awful, the Australian version. That's such a crap show. God help me. That frightens me how they still have that on the air. I'm moving to Australia in September. What's your advice for living in Australia for a normal Canadian? A normal Canadian? Is there such a thing? I'm going to get slapped by the Canadians for that. Really, there's no advice I can give you. I mean, I don't really know. I mean, I've never been to Canada, but from what I can tell, the Canadian and the Australian lifestyle is pretty parallel because we're both fairly relaxed people, we're pretty friendly, so just turn up naked and bring beer, you'll be in. What would you never ever eat? Brussels sprouts. Mainly because I used to be forced to eat them as a child and they were disgusting and I cannot stand them. I can't even look at them in the shopping centre. They just bring back these horrible memories of these little green things filled with yellow pus. They were gross. Yuck. Could not stand them. If you could do anything in the world, forgetting about money or time, what would you do? Probably visit Machu Picchu in Peru. I would love to go there. Just this beautiful ancient city at the top of the mountains. It's one of the places in the world that I'd absolutely love to visit that I know I probably never will. So that would be something I would love to do. How are you doing, bro? I'm doing good, baby. How are you doing? What do you do for work? We've been there. I'm back. Do you like this comment? I really do. It's fantastic. God almighty, you put a lot of questions, Darkly. Do you like answering these comments? Not particularly. Does your butt hurt from shoving... What? I'm not reading that one. You got any favourite kitchen knives? Not really. I actually am one of those few people who doesn't actually go and spend a fortune on knives. I get the cheapo ones and just use them. So, like, I've never been a major fan of expensive brand ones. But I do have this cheapy one that was, like, guaranteed to never go blunt ever, 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 or whatever. So I'm still using that, and it's like 6 years old, so that's good. Least favourite meal or food? Again, Brussels sprouts. What was the last thing you ate? Does coffee count? Let's see, yeah. Do you ever want to punch people in the face because they make rude comments? Back in the day I did, but I got over it. The hater comments just come with the territory when you do videos on YouTube, so the way I generally reply to people going, yep, thanks for the money or whatever, so just, and then block delete them, so as far as I'm concerned, it doesn't really mean much to me. If people say nasty things, I don't care. Which AFL team do you go for? Excuse me a second. Oh, still sick. Which AFL team do you go for? If you don't go for one, please start going for the Saints. I don't go for AFL. It's aerial ping pong weirdness, and if I went for the Saints, I know that Nico's Kitchen would beat the hell out of me because I know he goes for... Oh, which team is it? What's the horrible one that looks like diarrhea? Hawthorn. Hawthorn, that's it, yeah. Diarrhea. I'm going to get my head kicked in for that comment. Oh, shit. I meant the colours. I didn't mean them. They don't look like diarrhea. I'm just digging a hole, aren't I? Oh, next question. Apart from cooking, what other hobbies do you have? I don't really have any other hobbies as such. I don't know if I actually have any hobbies. I'm a big fan of Doctor Who. I have been for many years, since I was a kid. So I like to watch that. But beyond that, I don't really know if I actually have any hobbies as such. Love to read. I've got lots of books. I've got a lot of cookbooks there, but I also read a lot of other types of books. I don't know. I don't know if that's my hobbies as such. Well, that's 93 questions or comments or whatever, so I've gone through most of them, and then I think I better wrap this up because let's have a look at... This has gone for 40 minutes, so yeah, time to stop. Alright guys, I'm going to wrap this up. I'm going to finish my last mouthful of coffee. Stone cold, yuck. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this, and if you haven't, well, see you next time. Alright guys, talk to you later.